Now, this system involves the review of potentially millions of transfer payments. So, of course, there will be mistakes made, and I agree with what Piers Ackerman has said, that when mistakes are made and they have terrible human consequences, then of course that's a tragedy. But we do have to have appropriate compliance measures. And the idea of data matching, introduced by Hawke, and the idea of automated letters being sent to people when there is a discrepancy evident from the data matching between the ATO data and the Centrelink data that was introduced by you is not a bad system. The methodology that has been used by this government is the same methodology that we inherited from you.
What should your system do when it becomes apparent from the questionnaire and from the thing we read about that mistakes are being made in data matching?
Well, let me tell you, Julian.
You can't blame it on the people who didn't design that system.
OK, to both of you, I'll just say this. We're running out of time on this issue. We've got lots of questions. George, quick summary.
The answer to Julian's question is that when a notice is issued and it appears to the person to whom the notice is issued that a mistake has been made, they can contact Centrelink and sort out the problem.
Oh, they can wait on the phone for a while.
They can get an answer.
I'll just point out that Fred is almost fell over laughing at that one.
I'm making a really important point. This is about communications. This isn't about whether it was right or wrong. It may have been right or it may have been wrong. But it's really hard to believe that these letters were sent out, automated letters, without thinking about the kinds of people that were going to receive those letters. I got a sort of letter like that from the tax office. I was outraged. If my mother received a letter like that, she would be devastated. We all have to recognise that if the letter had been sent saying there's an inconsistency, we're looking into this, it could have been framed in a way that people would go, if they were baddies, I've been caught. And if they weren't, they would go, there's a misunderstanding I need to sort out. Doesn't need to stop the whole system.
OK, I'm going to have to move on.
The idea that you can just ring Centrelink and have a chat to them. How long did you wait on the phone last time you called Centrelink?
Or you can visit your local Centrelink office, Tanya.
Every day for 1.5 hours a day to make that call.
And I'll tell you, George, there's not a Centrelink.
Your local Centrelink office, or you can.
So there's no one that lives in regional areas.
George, I think you were hearing from someone whose experience of frustrations of trying to use that system might be a good idea to leave it there, because there's if you like, a client telling what it's like for them.
Tony,